Hello, it's Hande Begüm Bumin Doyduk. Welcome to Writing Professional Reports, Part 6. This is the last part of our course, and in this part we will see the revising part and we will see some format examples of business reports. In terms of going over your report and revising it, the hints are using effective headings and subheadings. It's very important to use effective wordings, creative wordings, innovative ways of writing headings. So it would motivate the audience to keep on reading with the report. And the headings, the style of the headings shows the clarifies for the reader the different parts of the report. Structure your paragraphs well. Write clear sentences with plain language. When you use so much complex wordy style, then it might be confusing for your audience. Keep your writing professional. Number your pages. Use footnotes, tables, figures, and appendices appropriately so that the ideas, the main points will be understood clearly. Clear hierarchy of headings and subheadings are very important. Use formatting, font size, or boldness of the characters to show headings versus the subheadings. Headings and subheadings at the same level should use parallel form and the same grammatical constructions. So if you're using verb ing, then you should keep on using verb ing form in writing the headings. This is an example for the formatting of the headings. So if you use decimal system, you will write the number for main heading, 1 main heading, 1.1 shows the secondary heading, 1.1.1 shows subheading, 1.2 shows secondary heading, and so on. Or you can use an alphanumeric system. So for the main headings, you can give A, B, C, the alphabet. And then for the secondary headings and so on, you can use the numeric system. For proofreading, after you are done with your report, you need to be proofreading for checking the grammar, the punctuation, the spelling, the formatting, and the consistency of the report. If we go back and then look at what are the things we need to check. First, there should be an attractive cover, labeling the cover clearly with the title of the document, using a title that tells the audience exactly what the document is about. Then in the title page, we should be checking the list title, the recipient's name, title, affiliation, the author's name, title, affiliation, and date of submission. And balance the information in blocks. If the information in the blocks is balanced on the page, we should be checking for these things for the title and the cover. Then for the proofreading part, we should also be checking for the letter or memo or transmittal. Include only in some copies, as we had said in the part 5. The transmittal is only in some copies if it contains sensitive information suitable for some but not for all. Convey the document officially to the readers. Refer to authorization and discuss purpose, scope, and background, source, method, and limitation. Acknowledge anyone who has specially helpful in preparing the report. And in this part, we should be closing with thanks, offer to be further assistance, and suggest future projects if appropriate. Then we should be checking for the table of contents, if they are including all first and second level headings as we have seen in the previous slides. Word or headings exactly as they appear in the text. Include synopsis if you are going to use that one, and supplementary parts if you are going to use executive summary if it is included there. Number, table of content, and all prefatory pages with the lowercase Roman numerals. And then for checking for the list of illustrations, putting the list in the same format as the table of format, and identifying visuals either directly under the table of contents or on a separate page under its own heading. And then we should be checking out for the introduction to text, leaving a 2-inch margin at the top of the page and center the title of the document. In a long document, type the first level heading introduction 3 lines below the title. In a short document, omitting the introduction heading and beginning typing 3 lines below the title. If it's a short one, it is needless to just mention the introduction part. Discussing the authorization, purpose, scope, and background of it. For checking for the body of the document. For left-bound documents, number all pages with Arabic numerals in upper right-hand corner, except for the first page where the number is centered 1 inch from the bottom. For top-bound documents, number all pages with Arabic numbers centered 1 inch from the bottom. Prepare conclusion of the document, so you need to also check for the conclusion part. Wrap up the text of report and proposals with a summary. If appropriate, include conclusion and recommendation. And when you are checking for appendices and so on, giving each appendix a title. Is it done? For multiple appendices, is the appendices numbered or letters were given them consecutively so that the reader would understand which one is coming after another. And prepare the reference list under 3 conditions. If you use secondary resources that need to be identified in the reference part, and if the document would gain credibility, also you should be mentioning some of the secondary resources used. So here in these slides, we are going to see how the format would look like. When we are writing a memo, we should be writing the date, to whom we are writing to, from who, and the subject of the memo. Then in the first paragraph, the purpose of the report should be mentioned. In the second paragraph should indicate the future actions, and the last one should acknowledge any assistance. For executive summaries, as you know, we can write a synopsis or an executive summary in reports. So the first part is purpose and method for the report. It tells the purpose of the report and briefly describes the research done. Then the findings and conclusions are given, and the recommendations for after the analysis. In table of contents, as we said, the headings and subheadings should be numbered, and in the table of contents we should be seeing on which page we can find that part. Introduction, and then comes the subheadings of it, then conclusion and recommendations, as we can see here. Use leaders to guide eye from heading to the page number so that it would be easier for the audience to keep track. Introduction part, give background, issue of the problem, the purpose of the study, describing the issue to be reported on, stating the specific questions the report is going to answer, and in the other part, the scope of the study discusses the scope or to the extent of the investigation, and so on. So in this 6-part course, we use these references. Thank you for your participation.